Good morning, dear students. This is Shafi from Don Bosco PU College, Chitradurga. In our previous class, we learned finding the slope of a line. In this class, we are going to learn about collinear points. What is meant by a collinear points? If three or more points, if three or more points lies on a same line, three or more points lies on a same line A, B, C, like this. Three or more points, not only three, maybe more than three also. Three or more points lies on a same line, then they are called collinear points. Then the points are called collinear points. It is the definition of a collinear points. Once again, if three or more points are lies on a same line, then they are called collinear points. If you observe here, A, B, C are the points. These points are lies on a same line. Therefore, we can say that A, B, C are collinear points. Okay, understand? For these collinear points, we will have one condition. Suppose any question is given related to collinear point, this condition we are going to use. Three conditions we have. You can use any one. A, B, C are said to be collinear. A, B, C are said to be collinear if any one of the conditions should be satisfied. If first one, slope of AB must be equals to slope of BC. See, slope of AB must be equals to slope of BC. Next, second condition, slope of triangle ABC. Slope of the triangle ABC must be equals to 0. Third condition, AB plus BC equals to AC. The distance between AB plus the distance between BC must be equals to AC, the distance between A and C. If three points are said to be collinear, in these three conditions, any one condition should be satisfied, or you can use any one condition. Either you can use slope of AB equals to slope of BC, or slope of triangle ABC must be equals to 0, or AB plus BC equals to AC. For collinear points, three conditions we have. You can use any one condition. It is the concept of collinear points. Based on these collinear points, we will have one problem. Let us solve. Here we will have one question that three points P, Q, R lies on a line. Then prove that h minus x1 into y2 minus y1 equals to k minus y1 into x2 minus x1. He is saying that 3 points P, Q, R. 3 points are collinear. P, Q, R. These points are collinear. If the 3 points are collinear, then we will have 3 conditions. That conditions are what? Slope of AB equals to slope of BC, or slope of triangle ABC equals to 0, or AB plus BC equals to AC. In the 3 conditions, I am going to take slope of PQ equals to slope of QR. These things already I just now I explained. Let us prove. Solution. Let P equals to h comma k I mean write down the given points. Q is x1, y1, next third point x2, y2. He is saying that 3 points P, Q, R lies on a line. If that 3 points are lies on a line, then that points are collinear since P, Q, R are collinear. If the 3 points are collinear, then slope of PQ equals to slope of QR. Slope of PQ equals to slope of QR. Now, find out the slope of PQ as well as slope of QR. Finding the slope we already learned in our previous class. Slope of PQ is what? Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus by X1. See, Y1 minus K, Y1 minus K divided by X1 minus H. X1 minus H equals to, next, slope of QR, Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. Y2 minus Y1 divided by X2 minus X1. What we have to prove? H minus x1 into y2 minus y1 equals to k minus y1 into x2 minus x1 we have to prove. For that, let us do the cross multiplication. Let us do the cross multiplication. If we done cross multiplication, then this will become y1 minus k into x2 minus x1. X2 minus x1 equals to y2 minus y1 or x1 minus h into y2 minus y1. Okay. y1 minus k into x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 into x1 minus h. We just done a cross multiplication. But what we need to prove? H minus x1 into y2 minus y1 equals to k minus y1 into x2 minus x1. Is there? No. Here we have y1 minus k, x2 minus x1. You just reverse it. This equation is also can be written as x1 minus h into y2 minus y1 equals to y1 minus k into x2 minus x1. This equation is also can be written as like this. Understand? I'm just reversing this left. I'm taking this left side to the right, as well as I'm taking right things to the left. That's it. x1 minus h, y2 minus y1 equals to y1 minus k, x2 minus x1. But what we need to prove? H minus x1 we need. You see the question. In the question we will have h minus x1. Here we will have x1 minus h. x1 minus h. I want h minus x1. In this I want h minus x1 because we need to prove that h minus x1 into y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 is already there, but we want, I want h minus x1. Let us make a little bit changes in this equation. How? Because I need h minus x1. If I need h minus x1, what we need to do? Take minus common. In this, you just take minus common. Okay, or else you can apply, multiply minus on both sides. That will be very simple. Multiplying minus on both the sides. Multiplying minus on both the sides. Then this equation will becomes h minus x1 into y2 minus y1 equals to y1 minus k will becomes k minus y1 into x2 minus x1. Hence, it is the proof. It is the question related to the collinear points. Are you understand? Now, if you want to take a screenshot, you can take. Otherwise, pause the video. You just note down in your notebook. Now, we will move on to the exercise problems 10.1. In this 10.1, see the second question. You just understand the question what is given. The base of an equilateral triangle with the side 2a lies along the y-axis such that the midpoint of the base is at the origin. Find the vertices of the triangle. By using this, we have to find the vertices of a triangle. For to find the vertices, what he is given? The base of an equilateral triangle with side 2a lies along the y-axis such that the midpoint of the base is at the origin. You just imagine here we will have xy plane, x-axis negative x, negative y-axis and positive y-axis. It is what? Origin. Once again, you just observe the question. The base of an equilateral triangle with the side 2a lies along the y-axis. The base of the equilateral triangle with the side 2a lies along the y-axis. That triangle base lies along the y-axis like this, such that the midpoint of that base is at the origin, such that the midpoint of the base is at the origin. Find its vertices. See, you just imagine a figure. The base, it is the base of the equilateral triangle with the side 2a. This side is what? 2a. If this side is 2a, it is an equilateral triangle. Then this side is also 2a and this side is also 2a, isn't it? Along the y-axis such that the midpoint is what? Origin. The midpoint of the base is at the origin. It is the origin. It is the vertex A, B and C. We need to find the vertices A, B and C. We have to find A, B, C. We have to find. If you observe, the length of BC is 2a. The length of BC is 2a. What about the length of BA? What about the length of BA? Is A only. If it is 2a, the length of OB is A. Right? I understand? Once again, the length of BC is 2a. What about the length of OB? Is A only. The length of OC is A. A plus A is 2a. Right? Are you getting what I am saying? Yes. Now, solution. Given that, what is given? What is given? The base of an equilateral triangle with the side 2a. The base of an equilateral triangle with the side 2a. Therefore, BC equals to 2a. BC equals to 2a. BC equals to 2a. If BC equals to 2a, then OB and OC is what? OB and OC. OB and OC, that length is what? A only, small a. right? Now what about the vertices of B and C? What about the vertices of B and C? See, this point B is lies on y-axis. This point B is lies on y-axis. We know that on y-axis x coordinate is 0, right? On y-axis x coordinate is 0. These things I already told you in the starting itself. On y-axis x coordinate is 0. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. Similarly, this point B is lies on y-axis. Therefore, here x coordinate is 0. Similarly, this point C is lies on y-axis. Therefore, here also x coordinate is 0. Then, what about y coordinate? What is the length of OB is a, small a. See, small a. What about the coordinate of the point C, I mean y coordinate here, a or minus a? It is what? Negative y axis. It is what? Negative y axis. Then it will be negative. Minus a. Minus a. See, geometry is purely concept oriented, so that you have to imagine the figures. Also, you need basic concepts what we have learned in our lower classes. Now, if you observe what we have to find, vertices of a triangle. See, we found the vertices B and C. We found the vertices B and C. Then we want only the vertex A, isn't it? B and C we found. We need to find A only. Therefore, the vertices B is 0, A, 0, A. Next, C is what? 0, minus A. 0, minus A. Right? Now, we want A only. We want A. Then how to find A? If you observe, here we are getting a right angle triangle. OBA. OBA. Right angled isosceles triangle we will have. If you observe, here we will have a right angled isosceles triangle OBA. From the triangle OBA, apply Pythagoras theorem. OB square plus OA square equals to AB whole square, right? OB square, so OB square plus OB square plus OA square equals to AB square. OB square. OB is what? A. That is what? A square plus OA. This is what we have to find. A. You just keep it as it is. OA square equals to AB square. AB square is 2A. 2A whole square. Right? Now, we want OA. We want this length. This length we know 2A. This length we know A. Small a. This length we need OA length. Let us find out. Send this A square to the right. Then it will be OA square equals to 2A whole square is 4A square minus A square. Therefore, OA square is equal to 4A square minus A square is 3A square. Now, I want OA equals to apply square root. Then it will be root 3 into A. This A is not inside the root. This A is not inside the root. Kindly make sure do not make any kind of mistakes while writing. Many of you will write like this a inside the square root, so that make sure this root 3 is different and a is different. I mean, this a should not comes under square root. This a should not comes under square root. Root 3 into a it is. It is not root 3a. Root 3 into a. Yes, we found the side root 3a. वो a side. वो a side is root 3a. We found now. Now, what about the vertex a? What about this vertex? We know that on x-axis, y coordinate is 0, isn't it? On y-axis, sorry, on x-axis, y coordinate is 0. Then what about this distance? Root 3 into a. Root 3 into a. Therefore, the next side is next to vertex. I mean, therefore, a equals to, it will be plus or minus, isn't it? If we apply square root on both sides, it will get plus or minus root 3 into a. OA is two cases we have, root 3 into a minus root 3 into a. Here I chosen root 3 into a because it is what? Positive direction of x-axis. It is a positive direction of x-axis. We should not take minus. If we take minus, that triangle will be comes in the negative side of the x-axis. Therefore, the vertex a is root 3 a comma 0 or root 3 a comma 0 or next plus is over, next one more, or a equals to minus root 3 a comma 0. So these are the required vertices. These are the required vertices of a triangle. Once again, I am telling you that it is purely a concept oriented topic, so that you need more basic concepts what we have learned in our lower classes as well as what we have learned in our previous class. You have to imagine the figures in your mind itself. Okay, dear students, it is the class for today. In the next class, we will continue with the next questions. Thank you.